We've been back home. It was supposed to be a holiday. I was really looking forward to it. It's a beautiful country with mountains and fields and rivers and loads of donkeys. I told Lucy I was going for a month.
A month? Who am I going to talk to for a month? You can't go. In fact, I'm not going to let you. I'm going to take you home and lock you up.
I told her, I'll call you every day.
Calls are no good.
But then I had a better idea. Lucy could come with us.
Yeah, will there be any weddings?
Yeah, loads. We'll have to go shopping.
And there'll be loads of dancing.
What's going on?
Guess who's coming on holiday with you? Me!
We could sell her for 2 camels.
Or an oil field.
Ka-ching! Wait, hold up. I'll go and ask Mum and Dad. And they said, yes!
Yes!
But Lucy's parents had other ideas. She was going to Austria for 2 weeks. Then I was gutted. The second I stepped off the plane, the heat hit me like 100 hairdryers all at once. Everyone was really nice. Maybe a bit too nice. But my cousins, they were ace. We'd spend our evenings playing cricket. Or marbles. Everyone was in a right tiz. There was going to be a wedding. Well, there's always weddings going on back home. You can't throw a stone without hitting one. There's a street near our house. It's like Wedding Central. There's clothes shops and boutiques and jewellers. Oh, Lucy would have loved it. I do love weddings back home. They really go to town. The best bit is when they throw coloured water at each other.
Hey!
It's brilliant. One evening, I was playing cricket, really whacking it for 6, when my mum shouts me, "Sophie!" She wanted me to go shopping with her. What a dilemma. I love shopping. In fact, it's the only girly thing I do like to do. But I always drive my mum mad, so she never usually asks. Well, we went round loads of shops, and she kept asking me if I liked this necklace or if I liked that dress. And then she started asking me questions about Rafiq. Come on, Sophie, what do you think? Isn't he nice? He's training to be a doctor, don't you know? And I thought, well, yeah, he's all right. He's a laugh. He's proper rubbish at cricket, though. I always managed to bowl him out. But I didn't understand what my mum was getting at. So I asked her. And she looked at me like I was the stupidest person ever. Now, Sophie, you must know everyone wants you and Rafiq to get married. Why else do you think we let you talk and play cricket together? Because he's my cousin. But then she told me to stop being silly. Said the ceremony was booked. Everyone was coming the next day. I felt like my whole world had been turned upside down and inside out. What was my mum going on about? This couldn't be true. But at the same time, I knew it was true. And that I had no choice but to go through with it. I felt sick and scared. And I wished Lucy had been there. This wouldn't happen if Lucy had been there. When we got back to the house, I could feel everyone staring at me, giving me these knowing looks. And my mum, all evening, my mum was hugging and kissing me. But these weren't hugs and kisses from my mum. It was a stranger now. And this wasn't my home. It was a strange place. I don't belong here with these people anymore. The wedding took place the next day.
I felt that I had no option. Once they had taken me out of the country, there was nothing I could do. I had no contact with anyone but the family. My mother was caught between my feelings and the community's expectations. They made me feel that I would dishonour my family if I didn't marry him. Narina was 18 when her parents took her back home for a family holiday. She was kept in the family home and wasn't allowed out on her own. Finally, she and her sister managed to run away and contacted the British consulate, who found her a place to stay and helped her contact her friends in the UK. She eventually came home and with the help of a women's refuge and her friends has built a new life for herself and her sister.
I'm scared. I'm really scared. I had my first scan last week, and Samir was supposed to come with me, but he never showed up. My first scan. Good start to a marriage, isn't it? I tried calling his phone, but it was switched off. I asked all of his mates, have you seen him? But none of them had. I asked the lecturer at college, has he been in? But he hadn't. And that was when I started to worry. Because it's not like Samir not go college. He's a right swat. Well, I thought, I'm going to have to go round his house. And this man came out, screaming and shouting at me. He told me if I didn't move, he was going to call the police. I'll be the one calling the police, mate. Touch me again. I want to see Samir. Where is he? Samir! Samir, are you in, please? It's me, Samir. But the man said, Samir didn't want to see me. That he was getting married to a nice girl and that I was to stay away from the family. I didn't know what to do. I just went home. I don't understand. Why is he doing this? He wouldn't do this to me because he loves me. That man must be lying. But what can I do? It's about 3 in the morning. There was a knock at the door. He was stood there with nothing but a blanket wrapped round him. He was in a right state. His dad had beaten him up and locked him in a room. We're calling the police. But he wouldn't let me. He said, now that he's 18, that the police can just arrest him and have him deported, and I don't want that. He kept saying his dad was going to kill him. All parents say that when they're mad, but they don't really mean it. But I'm not sure. He looks really scared. I just held him until he fell asleep. The next morning, I went to college, and they were great with me when I had all that trouble. So I explained everything to him. But they said that I should just stay out of it. That their families are different to ours. That just because you put a scarf on you doesn't make you one of them. I couldn't believe it. I showed him the pictures on my phone. Look at what they've done to him. This is my husband. This has got everything to do with me. Remember, every young person's got the right to be protected. Doesn't matter where you're from. I just don't understand how people can let this happen. I'm glad Samir's parents don't know where I live. College do, though.
When we got back to England, Sophie ran away. There's only one type of woman that runs away from home. Without a house and a family, that woman belongs to the streets. I've heard what people say about them. And now, my sister's one. Doesn't she know what she's doing? Doesn't she know what family is? Dad kept on saying it was all Mum's fault. He said he was going to divorce her. All because of that cow of a sister. Our mum was in a flood of tears. She just needs to come home. She just needs to come home now.
He came round to my house. I was in the kitchen making some tea for me and Soph, and there was a knock at the door. So I went to answer it.
Why did she open the door? I told her not to open the door to anyone. As soon as I heard his voice, I knew there was going to be trouble.
You right, Lucy? How you doing? How's Sophie? She was scared.
I hate lying, but I knew I had to. I'm fine, thanks, but Sophie's not in right now.
She lied straight to my face. What kind of person did my sister know? What kind of person lies in front of your eyes? Where is she then?
She's gone swimming. I can't believe I just said that. Sophie's never been to the swimming pool in her life. She doesn't even know how to swim.
Can you just leave a message? I just want to talk to her. I'm worried about her.
Sure, I'll pass the message on later. I went to close the door.
I had one chance to get my sister and to save our name.
He barged past me, and I banged my head.
I could hear him shouting my name and running from room to room.
I grabbed her by her hair and dragged her down the stairs.
She was staring at me and crying. It was like she was begging me not to let him take her away.
I got hold of Sophie and put her into the car. If you had any love for Mum and Dad, you won't do this again. And I told her, if she did, I'll kill her. I'll cut off her head and throw her body in the river. And I know she believed me.